Hello everyone, hello, welcome back to the channel. I do apologise, it's been a while, and hopefully today I can explain why and talk about things a bit more. And I'm going to talk about modern music. I've given this video a clickbaity title. But first, the reason why videos have been a bit iffy lately is because I've been really struggling to talk to you for more than 5 minutes. And even now I'm struggling. And that's apparently because I had asthma, which I didn't know, but it feels like my chest is really tight and heavy and I get out of breath. And I've had this thing for a few days now and it's really helped. But I'm not getting used to using it. I don't think I did it right then, but it does help massively. And I mean, going back, I've been doing YouTube for 2 years, and the reason why it correlates is because I spend, 10 minutes talking, and I have to regulate my breathing, and just that is amazing. And the doctor I spoke to is really helpful. Also, you may have noticed the glasses. I believe I spoke about this in a video. There's a few videos that I canned, but when I was in the opticians, I hadn't been to the opticians in 5 years, so I thought, shit, I better get in there. And my mind was blown out of the swear word water when she showed me the lenses that I'd need. She said I had astigmatism, that's the word, and that I'd need glasses. So she said, here, this is what the computer has decided the lenses you need are. And the vision was so much clearer, I couldn't believe my eyes. And I still can't. When I take these off, everything, it's crazy, but everything looks so much better. And I guess, because I hadn't been to the opticians, I just lived with bad eyesight for so long. It was just incredible. So go and get tested. There's still a few things going on, which I'm not too happy about. And I can't really speak about them publicly until I know more about what's going on. But anyway, enough about me. Let's talk about music. So I've been asking myself the question a lot. You can go back on the channel back in 2019, and I used to be of a mind that modern music was rubbish. And when I say modern music, I mean anything like 2010 onwards, because most people would usually define a decade, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. And I sort of changed my mind on that. There are a lot of artists that are around today, like Janet Devlin, Charlie XCX. There's a load more. Tame Impala, I love. Tyler, the Creator. Eminem, he's still releasing good music. But the point is that there has always been bad music. So in today's day and age, there is shellless music that is made for social media, or it's made for an app called TikTok, which I really enjoy TikTok. Shameless plug, go follow me. But so these songs are made for streams, and they're made for just listens to get more money. There's no value to the songs, and that's always been a thing. I've got a now that's what I call Music 2 on vinyl, it's from 1983, I want to say. No, it can't be because of the Smith. No, it might be. It's from the early 80s, and there are some shit songs on that. And it might be that those songs were songs of the era, but there are some really bad songs on that album. And even going back to the 60s, you had bands like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones that exploded. And you had these record labels that were like, shit, I want in on that. So you did have some copycat bands that were bad. They were just trying to copy the most famous sound. And, the Archies were a TV show, and they weren't trying to copy the Beatles, but the Archies weren't that great. They have maybe one good song, which gets stuck in my head every time I hear it. Sugar, do, oh, honey, honey. But yeah, that's besides the point. And there's a lot of music releasing today. It just doesn't appeal to me, and I wish it did. There are some fantastic singers out there, like Beyoncé. I've been asked a few times why I never talk about people like Beyoncé and Taylor Swift. And it's just because I'm not interested. As much as their singing talent and ability is amazing, and Beyoncé is a goddess for all I care about, but I just don't listen to her. It's just not my kind of music. And the amount of people who ask me that, or they ask me about some bands I've never heard of, and there are definitely some bands or artists that I need to listen to, but I just haven't got around to it. But I also, before we end this, I wanted to, so first of all, the story begins with this one. This is Buddy Holly with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. This is fantastic. I adore this album. So if you don't know, Buddy Holly is a late 50s singer who did rockabilly, or is it rockabilly or rocksteady, or I swear it's rockabilly. Really early rock and roll. And he's brilliant. He's one of my favourites. He was the biggest influence on the Beatles. In fact, his band was called the Crickets. And when the Beatles learned about his unfortunate death, the Beatles were called the Quarrymen. But when they learned about his death, they changed their name to the Beatles. And arguably the Beatles is a million times better than the Quarrymen. But anyway, this is fantastic. And the rockabilly sound mixed with the orchestral side of the orchestra. I love that sound. That has become one of my favourite sounds. And I've always wanted to hear more of that kind of sound. So I picked up If I Can Dream by Elvis Presley. Now, I filmed an unboxing for this yesterday, but I canned the video because it was crap. There was drilling outside, and I really wanted to unbox it, but I also wanted to listen to it, so I was impatient. And the video it doesn't matter, that was rubbish. But I've listened to this, and it's brilliant. If you like Elvis, and you like that kind of, pardon me, you like that kind of rockabilly with the orchestra, that is fantastic. Especially the song Fever with Michael Bublé. Now, if you don't know who Michael Bublé is, I believe he's British. Yeah, he is British, and he comes out with a Christmas album once a year. But his singing talent is phenomenal. But yeah, I mean, that's all I wanted to say, really. It's just, I will start filming proper videos soon. I'm getting back into it. Now I can breathe properly and see properly. Things should be a lot better. Thanks for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, everyone.